Tesla solar roof continues, and apparently, this is my usage currently, 3:21 p.m. on a somewhat cloudy November 6th day in 2020. And so what this is saying is my home is using zero point 0.6 kilowatts. I'm generating zero point 0.2 kilowatts from my roof, my solar tiles, and I'm still using 0.4 kilowatts from the grid. So I guess it's somewhat cloudy. Actually, there's a partly cloudy, so I still see a blue sky. But despite that, I'm not able to cover all my home's kilowatt usage just with solar, which is very interesting to me. Looking at my usage here, if I'm understanding this correctly, this is the graph for what I'm generating with solar, and this is the graph. The blue stuff is what my house has been using, and the gray stuff is what I'm getting from the grid. So looking at it yesterday, this is what it looks like. And so essentially, I'm never at any point able to cover my home's energy usage with just solar. If I'm understanding this correctly, because I have a feeling I'm not, even though the title says energy usage. So what this is suggesting to me is that as I generate more solar electricity, or more electricity from solar, somehow that's increasing my home's energy usage. So that's very curious, and that's pretty consistent throughout the entire history of having this be available. So I feel like I'm understanding this correctly, but it seems very strange to me. And if I go here, basically I'm seeing the solar offsets, and it's telling me that I'm consistently using, 13 kilowatts-ish, and I'm getting like 40% energy offsets from having the solar tiles on my roof. So this is far from what I expected, because given the size of around 3.9 kilowatts for my solar system, I emailed them and they kind of did like a rule of thumb type of calculation, and they're feeling that I should be generating somewhere between 11.9 to 19.85 kilowatts per day on average, and I'm generating nowhere close to that. So what is the problem? So there's a couple of possibilities. One is that I'm misunderstanding these numbers from the Tesla app, or maybe the Tesla app is wrong, or something is wrong with the solar tile installation, or there's too much shading. So we do have trees around the house. They're not next to the house. They're tall trees, so I can definitely see some shading. But is it a problem? From a homeowner's perspective, I wouldn't know. So that would really suck, because for some people, the deciding factor of whether or not to go solar with solar tiles is how much money they can save, or whether or not they can eliminate their energy bill. But it looks like I can't. I know it's just, for like half a month, but this is not generating anything close to what I'm expecting. So I'm not optimistic that I'm going to be able to eliminate my my electricity bill, even during summertime. And so I emailed them about that, and their response is basically, we should wait a year before we reevaluate whether or not this thing is working or not. That seems strange, because if something's broken, we should definitely fix it as soon as we can. So that's all I have for you so far, and maybe we have to wait a year.